Gangster. 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 Gangster.
Talking about other people. You know, it's
one of them ones there, isn't it? Gold dust.
I don't unleash it too often, but it is a gift I was given. Danny.
You are pretty rock and roll, man.
Well, it's been said. Cliff Richard.
Oh, I bet you do a great Cliff Richard set.
Well, that was my destiny, wasn't it? It's been spoke about. It's been documented.
My well-documented Cliff Richard ambition.
We got the reporter right here, and that Mr. Pekli. That's the real guy. He's the many make all people proud here notice it. Yeah.
Lee, you likes butt plugs. Fuck you likes midget porn. Licks with the devil horns. Yeah.
Frankie front bottom.
Only spitting facts, bro.
Frankie front
Other dudes are whack, bro.
Frankie front bottom's back. New album coming soon.
Poo.
Hey. Hey. That's a militant start, Bucky. That's a militant
I reckon we
start.
should rewind on that and have that again.
Hey, rewind. Rewind, because I feel like we're coming off the boats onto the trench, like, do you know what I mean?
Oh.
That's where it took me.
We got the reporter right here, and that Mr. Pekli. That's the real
Should've wore our
guy.
poppies.
The many make all people proud here notice it. Yeah.
I love orchestral sounds, you know.
Yeah, man.
It's epic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's epic.
Shit.
Real introduction.
Yeah. Hey, the thing heavy.
Yeah.
We make cheddar. We smoke sassy.
Got that fire in
Yes,
the belly.
Pekli. The thing heavy. Smoke sassy. Get cheddar.
Got that fire in
Yes,
the belly.
Pekli.
Pekli.
And he's mates with Eddie. Rock steady. Yeah, bro. Boom. Make some noise. It's Gangsta Hippy. It's the Gangsta Hippy podcast. We're back. It's your boy Ricky Licks. Buck is the realest. Well, go on, bro.
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, my bro. Liu behind the ones and twos. What's good, Liu? There you go. And shit, tonight we've got special guest. We've got the legendary, we've got the very talented, gifted, dope, awesome producer, rapper, guest tonight. Pekli, what's good, my bro?
Whoa. Thank you for the kind words.
Yeah, come on.
Thanks for inviting me for the show. Yeah, I'm blessed to be here.
Yeah, we're all blessed to be here, definitely, bro. And we're blessed to have you, do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
There's a lot of
100%.
characters in this scene of ours, you know what I mean, that we've been working our way through because it's like a web. And there's some geniuses within that web.
Rich tapestry.
There's, You got people that just kick the odd bar that are featured on a Licks mixtape. Then you got people that this is their life. You got all kinds
Well, then
of
you
things.
got like Pekli, come on.
People like yourself, do you know what I mean? That's like put their heart and soul into these things.
Yeah.
So anyway, Bo, it's nice to have you here as a guest. Do you know what I mean? And first things first, how are you?
Well, I'm very well, thank you. I'm looking after myself and my well-being, along with all the projects I'm doing. I'm also, keeping myself well, healthy, happy. So things are good.
Yeah.
What is keeping your well-being good for you?
Well, for example,
Give us some tips.
I drink cafe.
You drink what?
Kefir. It's like
Kefir.
fermented milk.
Kefir.
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 Yeah.
Kefir.
Yes.
Fermented milk.
Yeah.
I dip my sausage in it.
That's good, man. Well,
So this is fermented milk.
Yeah.
Something that we would throw away. You keep that bottle and that's good for you.
yeah, of course, it's good for guts.
Okay, say nothing.
Yeah,
I'm interested because gut health, men. Do you know what I mean?
it's very important.
Of course, it's the thing with gut health. It takes a long time. It catches up with you in your 30s, 40s, 50s. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, I can just gobble all this shit. I do what the fuck I want. Fucking burp, fart. Fucking drink that, eat that, sniff that, do that. Shit catches up years later. Do you know what I mean?
Pointing at me.
Yeah, what you on about, fucking? Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying people do it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But yeah. So that's that. So what else?
Well, apart from that, I do some yoga and Pilates with my missus.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
we
You do it
just-
together. That's cool.
Yeah, we do it together. We stretch our bodies to feel good. It also uplifts your mood.
Yeah, yeah,
So, yeah, it's a good practice. I
Dope.
would recommend to anyone
yeah. That can only benefit a relationship
Fair
and
play.
things like that.
as
together,
well.
do you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah, big up to you then. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, fucking. So obviously, I've known you for a few years now, but let's take things back. Do you know what I mean? For people who don't know you and stuff like that. Where are you from originally?
Well, I'm coming from Gniew. It's a small town in the north of Poland, close to the sea. It's like a 1 hour drive to the seaside. Yeah, that's where I'm from. Small town.
So you got seasides in Poland.
Yeah,
Like
Baltics.
barely, 'cause
Yeah,
that's where you're from. 'Cause, yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
For some reason, I picture in my head is Poland is in the middle of loads of other countries, but so you've got an edge to it.
Yeah, we got mountains on the south, we got seaside on the north. But during all my life, I always lived near the sea.
Yeah,
And I'm a more chilled out guy, I don't mind climbing mountains, but I prefer chill out on the beach.
yeah.
So I need to have that in the close proximity.
What was life like growing up for you then, in Poland? Have you got brothers, sisters?
Yeah, I got one brother.
Are you from the get? Do you know what I mean? Was you from a nice area? Are you from? Do you know what I mean? Like, tell us about what it was like.
Yeah, I'm coming from a Christian family, and they always looked after me, trying to keep me outside of the troubles. So I was going to church. I was playing games with kids. I spent a lot of time outside with the nature. We got 2 rivers over there. We got a lot of forests surrounding the city. We got like a vast cultural history in my hometown. So yeah, it was good, but it was hard at times, because when I was a kid, there was no internet. There was a lot of, punks in the city. You sometimes need to encounter some sort of interaction you don't really want it to, and you need to find ways how to, survive in this society. So. Yeah, but it was good because it was like shaping your character and made you make right choices for yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, but
Some things I remember doing. Ooh. Excuse me. It's things like 40-40. One of them.
Oh, you're talking proper young.
Manhunt.
Yeah, manhunt.
Yeah.
Bulldog.
40-40 manhunt, things like that. Do you know what I mean? Did you used to hang out, groups of kids and stuff? What was going on?
Yeah, when I was like a teenager, then I was getting wild. You know, I was getting in that. I got lots of friends, you know, but some of them were behaving and some of them were misbehaving. But I love them all. So
Yeah.
I was getting involved in some sort of actions I'm not proud of. Some of them were with some consequences which I have to take a lesson from. And but generally, no, generally music was the kind of a magnet. That was something that was pushing me into creative environments where people were involved into music and you know, yeah. Since I was a kid, that was something very important in my family because my father and my uncle they played in a band. So my father was a key player. My uncle was a drummer. So I remember going to the rehearsals before the gigs.
So you
So I was allowed to go down.
deeply entrenched in music before hip hop.
Yeah, definitely,
mean?
definitely.
Yeah.
Before I know hip hop, I was into like, you know, 70s music. My father has like he had old cassette player, shitty one. I never had like a bass speaker. So I was hearing only the flat mid-range sound. And anyways, he was into like probably you will recognize the bands like Status Quo
Yeah.
or
Come on, stage. Whatever you want. Whatever you say, you pay the money to make it try.
the other
Whatever
one.
you lose,
The other
whatever
one.
you win, whatever you have. Come
Sorry for interrupting. The other one is a bit controversial, but that was my favorite cassette he had. That was Gary Glitter.
Yeah, man.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh man, that music was.
whoa.
That was
This is going out on
every
YouTube,
morning
Pekli.
before I went to school. I was like 6 in the morning. My father wake up, brush his teeth, and he play Gary Glitter. But I loved it. I loved it at the time. Of
I
course.
can tell.
Before I knew.
What the Bucky?
But
Don't
you
get
know,
it twisted. A lot of people went to Gary Glitter concerts and bought the albums, mate. He was a very successful musician.
I ain't singing his songs. I refuse to do that.
I'm
But
not going to sing it. We
I ain't
haven't
saying he
sung
didn't have a couple of bangers.
yeah, but you know, it was all good. Like you know,
What was your favourite Gary Glitter song?
that one that was featured on the Joker's movie. Remember that?
Yeah.
With the drums
called?
when he was on the stairs.
Down,
I can't remember the title.
Down.
Hey!
Yeah, you know what's the problem? What's the problem with the old
I
music?
bun Gary Glitter, fucking pedo piece of shit,
Yeah,
bro.
fuck him, of course.
Anyway, who else?
AC/DC,
We're not giving him no more
AC/DC.
time, but he did make a couple
AC/DC.
bangers. He did.
Deep Purple,
Yeah.
this sort of stuff. Generally speaking, the big beat from the 70s was kind of like a major
Yeah.
genre I was into as a kid.
Yeah.
That's
That's cool. So you got in a little bit of trouble, things like that, and you was just growing up, and your uncle and your dad was in band,
Yeah.
things like that, and we'll go back to music and stuff like that. But when did you come to the UK?
Oh, okay. UK was in 2009.
Oh, yeah, so you've been
2000
there 15, 16
Yeah.
years then.
15 years now, yeah.
And did you come straight to Norfolk?
Yeah, but first I decided to leave my country and go to Spain
Okay.
to see how I could, because I've heard a couple of successful stories of people moving there. You know, nice weather, good food. So yeah, I went there, but in my case it wasn't that great because my language skills were just basic. So I found it hard to get a proper job. So all I was earning was just for accommodation and food. So I went to the point where I have to borrow some money and decide whether I want to stay there or not. And then one of my friends, he gave me a call and he said, look, I'm in Norwich, living in a big house with 2 DJs, and we need you to come over and do some beats. And I was
There you
like,
go.
I didn't think twice because I could go back to Poland with nothing,
Yeah.
or I can come here and start something new.
And come make a fucking EP with Ricky Lee.
Well, that's the
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
that's the pinnacle.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, but it sounds like we skipped a lot there. So, boom.
Yeah.
So, obviously, like, yeah, Poland, you know what I mean? You're doing your
Right.
thing out there. When did you get into hip hop?
I think I was about early 90s, like 94, I think that was when it clicked. Because we had some, some TV channels like Viva or MTV where you can see the music from the Western countries flowing into Poland, and then I found hip hop, and me and my cousin, we used to watch, Yo MTV Raps
Yeah, of course.
and all that mixery, Road Deluxe from Viva. That was German hip hop. So I wasn't into American hip hop that much. Like I was into French hip hop and German hip hop at the time, because that was a bit exotic. That was like you know. Even though I didn't understand the lyrics, there was something in it that kind of raw energy which really moves
come
me.
up a few
that made me
times.
that made me jump on my bed. That music was something I really
It's come up a few times about French hip hop on the show. So
yeah, I felt it deep in my
I
bone.
love French hip hop.
Yeah.
Chef loves French hip hop. I know me, do you know what I mean?
It's
It was
great,
a
it's
certain
great.
thing, and you like, yeah.
Mililik, MC Sola,
Yeah.
Aliens Ethnic, NTS, yeah. So then I think
hip hop. Who name some German? I've never heard no German.
Massive Tune, the Fantastischen Vier.
I bet that could get fucking. Do you know what I mean?
But it's all
angry.
they still do.
when they're beefing each other. I
Sido,
bet that could get fucking like.
1-4. There's a couple.
Nah, that could. I bet that could get.
But it sounds pretty dope, I'm telling you.
Have they got like proper gangster shit?
Yeah, they
Like-
do.
Yeah,
Sido,
yeah.
for example. Yeah.
Yeah, they must do. Why wouldn't they?
Afrob is another one.
I
It's
like.
good.
I like the way Indian Punjab
All right.
flows on a beat. You know what I mean? Some of these Indian guys sound sick.
Yeah.
Do you know
I
what I
think
mean?
a rapper's a rapper, whatever language or wherever
Yeah.
they're at in the world. If they're dope, you'll just hear how good they are. Do you know what I mean? It just comes
Yeah.
through, doesn't it?
But that was when I get into it, and
Yeah.
then some Polish rappers started to break in the ceiling and getting out there.
Yeah.
And then I started to listen to it and I started to dig it. Like, yeah, this is good. At first, it was a bit like dirty language and some kinds of values I was not really sharing or
Like
understanding.
what? Was it like criminal shit?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff that I was trying to stay away from, but the music was great. So.
Yeah. What were they? Was it a particular group that you're on about?
Second.
Who are you on about?
Well, I'm talking about stuff like
There was a few crews, was there? Or one in
Yeah.
particular?
Well,
a whole scene emerged. Just saying.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it was at first that was street hip hop. That straight from the big cities.
Yeah.
And I was still living in a small town, so to me it was some of these things I didn't even understand what they talk about. So
Yeah.
I was kind of learning. I was kind of growing with it from the very very beginnings.
You're right though. Like hip hop can sculpt a young kid's mind. Do you know what I mean?
Of course,
And it has been
of course.
doing that for years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
In positive and negative ways. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
Like to the point where it's crazy. Do you know what I mean? Nowadays it goes hand in hand with
Did
like.
you play the instruments or anything like that before you?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to always have some instruments at home because my father was a musician, so there was always like a keyboard or something to play on. And I remember my father wants to send me to the piano lessons with a very, very, very good guy, skilled musician. But at the time, I couldn't be bothered with some piano lessons. I prefer playing football
Yeah.
with my folks, So each time when I have to choose where I go for a piano lesson or play football, I always choose football. And other sports, I couldn't be bothered about music theory and notes and chords.
You like footy, yeah?
I used to play a lot. Yeah,
Who's your team in the UK?
I'm not really a big fan. I can't really say who's my
You have
favorite
got a
team.
in England.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
No need to apologise. Bucky supports Man United. It is what it is.
And Norwich City.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, we like them because that's our. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of a guy who likes doing sports more than watching.
Yeah.
It's just for fun.
He's like that. Like
So, in terms of when you were younger, what you said you weren't that much into American stuff.
Yes and no. What I meant was that more impressive to me was rapping different languages.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
of
no,
course,
I get
I got like 20 cassettes with some old school.
I think that it's
music.
like, for me, even to this day, I'm always intrigued to know what's coming out of New York. I'm always intrigued to know what's coming out of the Bronx, particularly. Do you know what I mean? It's just, do you know what I mean? That's where it started. Do you know what I mean? I like to know what music is coming out of different places. What I appreciate about a lot of Eastern European countries is they still like respect and kind of is still like got a lot like an old school feel about it. Do you know what I mean? Like that that pure hip hop that is kind of missing now. Do you know what I mean? But still there. You have to dig for it a little bit.
It's massive though in Poland. Isn't it?
Oh
Right?
man,
You
it's
know
much. That's what I wanted to say. That's a good insight because I would
Is it
never.
the main type of music here?
Yes, mate. This is the mainstream. Hip hop in Poland at the minute is the mainstream. Last time I checked, the best singles of 2024, among 10 tracks, there was like 7 or 8 hip hop tracks, top singles.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
can you imagine how successful, how much profit it generates? Because back then, when we started making this kind of music, it was niche. Nobody likes it. Everybody rejects it. It was far more difficult than it is now.
Is there like proper gang Poland music? I always have to take it there because that's the type of music I like. Do you know what I mean? But is there like some proper gangster music, hip hop
Oh,
coming out of Poland? Do you know
It's
what I
so
mean?
many.
Like the
can't-
worst areas, like putting, do you know what I mean? Sending
Yeah.
for each other. Is there all that sort of shit going on?
Of course, man. There's a lot.
Yeah,
There's
there
a lot.
must be.
There's a lot of good
Yeah,
rappers.
you'll have to show me some of that shit.
I
do
will
you know
show
what
you.
I
I'll
mean?
show some
So I
that
like the hard shit.
you'll
do you know
like-
what I mean?
you'll have
Not
some-
like promote and encourage. Do you know what I mean? But it's just,
The ignorant.
it's
shit, as you like to
entertaining.
call
Do you know what I
it.
mean? Like, you know.
Well, definitely, man. I can send you some links. But if I'm honest, again, I'm not into hip hop that much as I used to be. So it's not like the main kind of music that I'm listening to, like on a daily basis.
But right now,
Yes.
what
like
are you
since-
listening to right now?
Whoa.
What's, do you know what I mean? What's
Well,
in your
you're
what's,
listening to samples
what's in your playlist right now?
Do you
Can
want me
we
to
have a look?
check? Yeah, of course we can,
Let's have
man.
a
It's
look,
no
Bucky.
problem.
Do the playlist check.
All right, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
I'll
might
be
be some-
the adjudicator, isn't it? Work.
Yeah, I'm like, I kind of like, I like jazz, so anything that has something to do with jazz that makes me feel
Have you got any particular jazz favourites?
What we got in your recent playlist on Spotify? Is that where you listen to music, Spotify?
Yeah, so I got Mad Villain. That's the abstract orchestra playing MF Doom tracks.
That's mad. I've got
Yeah,
this
that's the
T-shirt,
one.
on, isn't it? You see
But-
that?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Synchronicity of the university within the peninsula.
Say
of
no
the
more.
Industrialization of the manifestation.
Right. Then I got the Kabaka Pyramid, the Colin.
What's
Great.
that?
That's the reggae.
Okay.
That was produced by Diamond Marley.
Right.
Diamond
Okay.
Marley produced that. I think he won a Grammy or some other award last year for this album. And I saw him on the reggae festival in Milton Keynes
Yeah.
on the other.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he blasted it. That was the greatest performance on that day.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I really loved it.
Dope.
Man, I got the new album from Blue, produced by Notes.
Blue.
Yeah, that's a
One love.
good rap.
For my mama's pride, one love. I love a bit of Blue. I ain't gonna lie, to be fair. I didn't know they were still putting shit out.
But that's mainly for the Notes because he's one of my favorite producers. And
Who?
He's Notes.
Knots. English guy?
No, he's from America, man.
Okay,
he
Notes.
produced stuff for Busta Rhymes on the early days.
Right, okay.
Yeah, he's really dope.
You heard of him, Lee?
Check
Lee's
him out.
heard of everyone. And even if he hadn't, he says he has.
Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, stuff like that, and some soul stuff like Gavin Turek. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly. She's a soul singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing tunes, very well produced. I think she was with a band called Tuxedo.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I know who Tuxedo are.
You know, there is that.
That's a bit of Bucky.
Is that Jake
That
Wan?
is a bit of me, mate.
That's a bit of Bucky.
Jake
That's
Wan.
the sort of shit I have
The,
in
pro-
my
the producer
record
Jake Wan, the hip hop producer, is in it as well. So
Okay.
it's quite an interesting collab. So you see, I always search for fusion, like of music that I like. So it can be hip hop, can be reggae, can be soul music.
Yeah.
And if it's combined all together, that's the best
Yeah.
mix
Yeah.
I can imagine.
I just want to say big up to DJ Eddie.
Yeah, big up Eddie. Saluto.
Do you know what I mean?
My
E-Dub,
DJ
yeah.
is very, very heavy.
E-Dub. Do you know what I mean? Legendary in the scene.
Yeah, Edub is great. I remember.
Because I met you through him. How did you meet Pekli? Was it through Eddie or?
I think I'd met Pekli, but then through Eddie as well,
Yeah.
no doubt. Yeah,
Eddie's
Eddie's my guy,
He got
man.
some shows with us, do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? For
man.
the music lesson stuff and all that. Big up Eddie.
Yeah.
How do you know Eddie?
At the time when I was living in a big house with 2 DJs,
Who were them DJs?
Bartek and Tomek,
Okay.
DJ Groove. And
They still about? You still?
No, they got back to Poland.
Okay.
Yeah, so big up, guys. And one day I came into the room and there was another DJ.
Eddie.
Yeah, I was like,
Uh-oh.
wow, why is he doing it?
Yeah.
And he was juggling on the turntables.
Of course he
And
was.
I was in a rush because I was going to some kind of appointment or something. And I just listened to him for 15 seconds. I was like, mate, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But now I have to leave, but I'll get back to you. Because after 15 seconds of
Yeah.
him
He
be
could do his
juggling,
thing, yeah.
I was,
He could do
Eddie's
his
wild
thing.
talent.
he was
isn't
fire. He
He
was
could do
really,
his thing.
yeah, he was really, yeah, he got that drive, you know what I mean? He got
Yeah,
that
yeah.
drive. That's enjoyment combined with skills, combined with good taste in music.
Yeah, yeah.
That's his power.
do actually love rapping with Eddie
Yeah.
because you know behind you.
He's on point.
Yeah, he is.
It's like
and
being
he
a
is so on
defender.
point.
It's
No
like
matter
being
what
a,
happens, yeah.
it's-
He's got the scratch right there.
It's like being a
Bang,
defender
bang.
knowing you've got a good. It's like Van Dijk knowing Allison's behind him.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
no doubt.
It's the opposite of Maguire looking behind him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, joking. We're not going to
Cheers,
take it there
mate.
with football jokes. But what came first for you, kind of in terms of you expressing yourself musically? Was it you DJing? Was it you rapping? Was it you making beats? What creatively in hip hop or any kind of music was it like that got you going?
Right, I started with the keyboard, my father's keyboard. So
Right,
people
that's where it
know
started.
around that I'm doing some sort of songs or instrumental tracks. And one day that was September 1999. One guy approached me and he says, "Oh, I heard you make some music," and I was, "Yeah, I play some keys. What's up?" And he was, "Oh, because me and my friend and another friend, we want to make like a hip hop band. Can you give us some sort of beats or anything we can rap to?" And I said, "All right, yeah, I can see what I can do." And that was Excess. Excess was our first band in Gniew. So that was Nijo, Videlec, and myself. And then that was Oye and DJ Drop who joined us later. But that was when I started making hip hop beats on the keyboard. You know, I didn't have a computer at the time. I think I was like
DJ.
I was 18 years old when I got my first PC. So before I was all programming on the keyboard and playing along just to make it work. But some of these ideas were quite interesting, even looking at them now.
'Cause
So
it's kind of like even with that old school equipment.
yeah,
You learn your way around
'Cause you're limited,
because
but-
you're limited, and then
Yeah,
like,
but
I had it with my
limitations are
organ,
good.
like I had an organ at home, and I used to know exactly every little part of it,
Yeah.
how it all worked, because you can only do so much with it.
yeah,
But
exactly.
you can
So
still make something that sounds pretty like fresh.
yeah, it wasn't like 100 tracks in the session. That was simple, like 4 tracks, 5 tracks.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
make it work. But I remember the days when we stood around the table, and I was playing some beats on the keyboard, and we were freestyling each other,
Yeah.
like trying to improve our skills and stuff. Yeah, that was good times. That was good times. Early
Shit,
days.
bro.
Early days. But then I got my PC. I got my EJ software. I got my little plastic microphone from a music magazine. That was gratis. And I had a turntable called Bambino. Bambino was like a box, and it contains the speaker in it. In the lid was a speaker. So when you open it, it plays through the lid, It wasn't greatest quality, but then I hold my plastic microphone next to it and trying to record my first samples out of the vinyl collections. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, people in Poland, they still have quite a lot of vinyl records, you know. I think it's same here. Like when you go to the attic, some places you can find a lot of, you know.
Gems.
Oh,
Good
100%. That's
So
one of the best things about hip hop is that thing of finding just a nice bit of music. You're like,
and I
bam.
think it was when I found this music so captivating because I wouldn't realize that you can make so much with a sound,
Yeah.
you know, with a sample, and you can recreate, reinvent
Yeah.
the original idea in so many different ways. So this has started to work, and then when I switched from the keyboard into my PC and sampling, I was still playing some bass lines and some simple chords, but the samples was for me like a Aladdin's cave. Like, you know, you enter that world and you lost. You just, you know.
I think with your vinyl collection as well, I don't know for you, but like every time I pull a record out, I'm thinking there'll be something on here I can sample.
It
Because
might
they're
be,
your
yeah.
vinyl, do you know what I mean? You want it.
Well, I think it depends how desperate you are. Because nowadays I'm like, you know, I can listen to 100 vinyl records and I couldn't find a sample I want to work on because I've got that idea. I'm looking for particular sound. I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
But back in the day, I was trying to make a beat out of anything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
even if I didn't like the track and the sample didn't sound good, I was chopping it, you know, changing the position, trying to make it work somehow. It was not always
Yeah.
good, but
It's how you learn though. isn't
but
it,
the
I
best
suppose?
feeling that keeps me smiling for a week was like when I made a nice beat and write a nice verse,
Yeah.
and then I was walking around and I got this in the loop in my head, and that was such a great feeling, you know. Something, yeah.
Did they like? Did the making beats come first, or the rapping, or kind of together?
I think it was more or less at the same time because, you know, when you produce beats, sometimes you got that spark and there is one verse, then there's another one. So sometimes I was writing, but honestly, I think I was doing more music than lyrics. I had my notebook full of lyrics, but on my disc I had like hundreds of beats.
Yeah.
You know, or maybe not the finished works, but just drafts or sort of,
Yeah.
you know,
Ideas.
initial ideas.
At the start, what was that piece of music that you played?
Oh, that one was that one was a beat that I made when I came to UK, and we have I met a couple of people from my friends' friends, you know, because these two DJs that they've been living here since a while, so they know the how to say. Other people for other countries. You know, I'm not talking about British people in terms of, you know, native citizens, but because we were all extranjeros, we were all coming from different parts of Europe or the world. It was something connecting us all together that we can relate to.
Yeah.
And of course, word of mouth, the news were spreading that there is a guy who's making music. And I was mad at the time because I was spending all my weekly salary for vinyl records and comic books just to practice my English and practice my musical skills. And then somebody knocked on my door and I opened the door and there was like 3 black guys all hooded like, "Hey, you Pekli?" I was scared. I was like, "Oh, yeah, what's up? Have you got some beats?" I said, "Yeah, okay, yeah, I got some. Yeah, feel free to come." Oh, somebody told us, and they said the reference who sent them here that they knew the address. So the address was,
It's like a fucking robbery's going.
man, that was like a Bertie Road.
What was it like? Give me the.
No, but you know,
Were
you
they
never
alright?
know.
Two-pack shit
That was
going on.
misty night. That was dark, and there was 3 guys I've never seen before. And they asked me, you know,
What, in the middle of the street? What happened?
No, that was in the flat. That was in the.
But you was at home,
that
thank
was,
God.
No, that was not my home. That was council flat. I was living there.
They came to your house, you
illegally.
didn't know 'em?
Yeah, because there was like a
That's mad.
Man, that was party going on 7 days a week.
Right. Okay. So.
It was not just the weekends. I was like going to work, going back from work, taking a shower, having my spliff, playing some tunes, and suddenly the room gets crowded. Like
Yeah.
that was 7 days a week, and
So I
then
get it. So there was a vibe in the air anyway. So people
There was.
that was a place where I get it. You know what I mean? It was like the orphanage type place. It was.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It was. You know what I mean? So they came round with guns demanding beats.
nah, they didn't have guns, man. I don't know. Well, I can't speak for everyone.
but you know.
I can't speak for everyone because I was not looking in their pockets. I was not looking in their IDs or anything. Like that.
Yeah, no.
I was
joking,
just asking what you got. Show me what you got. So then I was playing my beats that they're trying to fit into, and that's how the project gets started. So we got people from Slovakia, Portugal, Angola, Trinidad, Tobago, all them living
This
in
was all
Norwich.
recorded in Norwich. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was all recording them. I had like, there was like 7 different languages.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah, something that I was so excited about because I never imagined I would have such opportunities in my life
Yeah.
to collaborate with so many people, and all of them wants my beats. I was shocked because I was not, like kind of feeling that high of myself that I'm like a super producer and anything like that. But I was practicing, getting better, record more, and yeah.
And let's
now-
not get it
and now we're
twisted,
here.
Pekli.
and,
You are a super
yeah.
talented producer.
Gangsta Hippy, you having me now, so that was a long
Yeah,
way.
you're dope as fuck.
Yeah,
your,
man.
your beats are
Absolutely,
sick,
yeah.
bro. Like, and
Thank you.
straight away I'm like, ooh, because you know what I mean. I've heard loads of people's beats over the years, and some people I work with, some I don't. But straight away with yours, I was like, oh yeah, that's my cup of tea. I like it. Do you know what I mean? I like his stuff, and I'm sure I'll work with him. Do you know what I mean?
You're definitely a man who's mastered the craft.
And
Thank you, man. Thank you.
just from working with you, do you know what I mean? Like, you're a perfectionist. Do you know what I mean? You're like meticulous in like, the little things, and it's nice working with you. Do you know what I mean? Because getting the best out of the sound, making the best possible music. Do you know what I mean? Even if going back over things 100 times, yeah, that's you. You're that kind of person. I've worked with loads
Well,
of people.
it's all
Some
like-
people ain't like that.
Well,
do you know
it's
what I mean?
it's all about it, but sometimes you need to put the stop marking at some point where it's pointless to overboil the potatoes.
Yeah.
You don't want to mash them up. They have to be still nice and
Nice metaphor.
We don't want to overboil the potatoes.
You do
Yeah, you
not
don't
want to
wanna.
overboil the potatoes, my friend.
it doesn't look good on a plate. So, yeah.
There it is.
But sometimes, it's like it's a easy peasy. Sometimes you can make a banger in a half an hour.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you want, if you want to put more emphasis on it and build it up and make the arrangement, and you have like, for example, my last project had like 50 tracks of the instrumental and 20 tracks of the vocals.
Yeah.
So altogether was like a 70. So that was like time consuming.
Yeah.
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 But you work in sections here. You work in groups, so it's not that bad. But I'm just saying that it depends, because nowadays when I'm doing something, I'm just focusing on one track rather than making 20 beats a week,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to make it as good as possible.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Shit can take over your life, though. You can become obsessed with shit, do you know what I mean? To the point where, like, some people, it would be impossible to be in a relationship, and do you know what I mean? Because they're just so obsessed with music, do you know what I mean?
course.
Like, or not just music, but anything, like, but because their outlet, their creativity, their hobby, their fucking whatever, their job, do you know what I mean? But, like, you can take over. And you almost need a little bit of fucking, the mental health has gone a little bit, do you know what I mean? Like, a little bit crazy to, do you know what I mean? It goes well within.
Yeah, I got a couple of breakdowns, like when I was like pissed with music, and I said to myself, "That's my last project. I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm just gonna refocus on something else. But I think it's all about the balance in your life. I think I gotta switch where I can focus on the music solely,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
sometimes I focus on different things.
Yeah, yeah.
So even with that project with you, I was at the time not really interested in making any music. I was focused on my new job, you know, on my new goals. I started going to swimming pool. I get back to learning Spanish, sports stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So I was not thinking about music. I look at my machine and I was like, nah,
Yeah.
not today, not today. But then after a couple of months, something happened. Something ignite again.
Yeah, yeah, a
So,
little spark.
yeah,
A little spark. Right, so I'd get
And
it.
then-
You know what I mean, that's all it takes. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
My wife
And-
said something like this to me the other day. She was like, we were watching just random performances from the BBC. She's like, I wish I had music in my heart. And she was saying how it's
Big
like
up, Laura.
for some people, yeah, big up Laura.
That's deep, yeah.
But for some people, like I'm like it, and then you like it, you just have it. Do you know what I mean? Like to make music is so important, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you sort of have to do it, otherwise you don't quite
Yeah.
feel.
It's part of your life.
Do you know what I mean?
It's in. Yeah, it's crazy. Like when people say, "I'm not really into music," I was like, "What?"
What? Yeah.
When
You
someone
don't like
comes out
music?
with that,
Yeah.
I'm like, "Whoa!" Not that, whatever. That's blessed. Yeah, that intrigues me more. To like, wow.
But music's everywhere,
Human
though, like-
beings are so. There's so many different varieties of human being. That's alright that they don't like music. Do you know what I mean? But also, fuck, I feel really sorry because that's my whole life.
Yeah, yeah.
That's everything to me. Do you know what I mean? It's like fuck. But whatever, they might like other things that they can't believe that I don't like. Do you know what I mean?
Big up the non-music lovers.
Yeah, they might. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe they're onto something.
Yeah. But music is obviously a big part of your life. What other things are a big part of your life that you enjoy doing, other than like obviously family stuff like that? Are you into any like sports hobbies? Other
I'd say traveling.
Yeah.
Traveling, seeing new places. Yeah, I've got the like to visit with my missus a couple of countries in Europe. Soon we go into Mexico. So, it's very exciting. Is someone says that it's better than reading books, like when you travel a lot, because it gives you that kind of perspective, how people live in different countries, what food you can get there,
Yeah.
different. The air tastes different in different places, so
yeah.
that's what I like.
Yeah, it's completely
I do.
different, isn't it?
Do you wander around and think that you'll end up? Do you think you'll stay in England, or do you think you'll?
If I have a choice now, I think I would rather go to Thailand or somewhere where it's
Oh,
nice
you'd
and
like to
warm.
settle in Thailand, sort of like Gary Glitter did.
Well, come on. But I'm not.
Whoa!
Wow.
Hang on, I don't mean to be the detective on Glitter Watch, but we didn't. I thought we put him to bed.
I started to regret that I said that.
No, did he? Fucking put Gary Glitter to bed. What else? Don't you like basketball?
Yeah, I used to play a lot basketball.
Yeah, yeah,
but-
because you're pretty big as well.
Thank you.
No,
I'm
did you?
just tall, but I'm skinny. Anyway, I went to the basketball club and I was playing a team, but the trainings was very exhaustive and stuff. And
Yeah.
I had little knee injury
Yeah.
and I was getting to my 40s, so I decided that my general well-being is more important for me than competitive,
Basketball, yeah.
playing basketball with big lads. You
Yeah,
can
but-
imagine.
Playing in a basketball team. don't pick up.
150 kilos lad, and trying to push him under the basket is quite a challenge.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I still enjoy it. I can go and throw some free, throws, and it's still good. So yeah, basketball, comic books. Like I said, I like graphic novels. Maybe not about superheroes, but like reports, like graphic reports or diaries and stuff like that. Illustrated diaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
That's alright. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Everyone's got their own little things, isn't they?
I love comic books.
Do you know what I mean? But
you want to play some songs? Should we play a song?
Yeah, we can go to the next one.
Yeah,
Why
man.
not?
What song do you want to play?
Now I'd like to play a song which awkwardly is kind of linked to you. Because I remember Licks
You-
back in the days. Yeah, I remember you from the music lessons and stuff. And that was the time when I was thinking, oh yeah, it's dope. I would like to make a track with him one day, but I couldn't find opportunity like to catch up and then have a word about it. But I've heard one of your tracks called Angel and Demons.
Right, yeah.
And then I said, hey, I've recently sampled a great tune from an Italian crime movie.
Yeah, yeah.
and I was hyped about it. I was like, oh, but this is the bit that nobody, or not many rappers can fit into.
Yeah.
But then I heard that Angels and Demons, and I was like, yeah, this kind of a work. So I asked you for the acapellas, and you sent them over.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, yeah, it's cool, but my beat was much slower. So I sped it up so it matches your BPMs. And it was kind of cool. And I sent it back to you and said, yeah, it's great. But then I was trying to catch up with you later on. And it didn't work out for some reasons. And at the same time, I was working with that local singer called Hanka.
Yeah.
And I was focused on that project, and I was making beats for her so she can sing on them.
Yeah.
And on one of the rehearsals in my friend's garage, I played that tune. I played that instrumental that was meant for your remix, and she was.
Just say it,
I want-
Pekli.
I want the
You
beat.
gave her the fucking
I want
beat
the
you
beat.
made for me. Just say it,
Well,
Pekli.
that was the beat. That was not
Whoa,
made for you.
not expecting that
Just
one.
fucking say
No.
it, Pekli.
It was just
You
a
gave to Tanker my
Hanka.
fucking beat.
Mate, that
bro.
was a spare beat. If you replied to me earlier, that would be yours. but because at the time.
Whoa! I dodged that like a motherfucker.
No. She came into play and she
yeah.
started
I'm joking,
singing.
I'm fucking pulling
well,
you.
that wasn't like original lyrics for the beat. That was just a
of course.
remix, you know.
I
so
feel like it was you showing me, like, boom, this is what I can do.
maybe
know what
kind
I
of,
mean?
yeah. But I remember
Which I logged in for later. But anyway, you're gone. So this is.
that was the starting point, and that's the song on that beat.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was meant for your remix.
Yeah, yeah.
But she sang on it, and I loved it, so
Yeah, yeah.
we made that track.
So what's her name again? Sorry.
Hanka,
Hanka.
and the track is called Znaki.
Naki.
Znaki means signs.
And yeah, alright. Yeah. It's-
Now you can regret it.
Hey.
Hey, what the fuck could this be so hard
This
to
could
do?
have been my song. This could have been my song.
Czasami myślę, że to zły sen. Znów na ulicy widzę twój cień. To mnie zabija, bez ciebie mija mi kolejny dzień. Idę w twoje ślady, jakbyś tu szedł. Dobiega do mnie twój czuły szept. Szukam cię znowu, każde twe słowo jest dla mnie jak tlen. Czuję twój dotyk, lekki jak wiatr. Choć ledwo stoję, jak domek z kart. Wiem, że oboje przeszliśmy swoje, by mieć nowy start. Znaki na ziemi, znaki na niebie mówią mi, że kiedyś wrócimy do siebie, razem na dobre i złe. Nie mogę dłużej wytrzymać bez ciebie, więc pokaż się na horyzoncie, bo ciągle błądzę. Prowadź mnie. To, co się stało, to nie był film. Wracam myślami do tamtych chwil, kiedy prawdziwie byłam szczęśliwa, bo ktoś przy mnie był. Możesz tak dużo w me życie wnieść, stanowisz jego istotną część. Chcę to przyspieszyć, próbuję wskrzesić momenty ze zdjęć. Wiesz, że potrafię wiele ci dać, mogę pokazać, na co mnie stać. Nie jestem sobą bez ciebie obok, więc jak mam się śmiać? Znaki na ziemi, znaki na niebie mówią mi, że kiedyś wrócimy do siebie razem na dobre i złe. Nie mogę dłużej wytrzymać bez ciebie, więc pokaż się na horyzoncie, bo ciągle błądzę. Poprowadź mnie. Poprowadź mnie. Znaki na ziemi, znaki na niebie mówią mi, że kiedyś wrócimy do siebie razem na dobre i złe. Nie mogę dłużej wytrzymać bez ciebie, więc pokaż się na horyzoncie, bo ciągle błądzę. Poprowadź mnie.
Boom!
That was it.
Banger.
There
What
you
about,
go,
doing
big
the
up Hunter.
what about doing the remix of the remix
Big
of
up
the remix
Hunter.
and getting Ricky X to do a
No,
remix feature?
but like he said,
Anything's possible, man.
like he said, he changed the tempo of the beat when he gave it to me. So that tempo there was not how he done. We're not. It's not
Yeah.
how I heard it. It's almost like a different beat. You know what I mean?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, nah, dope as fuck, and big up to her because she's got a dope
Yeah.
voice.
I love the
That's
vocal
Hunter.
mix.
Big up, Hanka.
Hank, she's got a lovely voice, and she's Polish, obviously.
Yeah.
Did you work together in Norwich, though?
Yeah, I met her in Norwich by one of my friends. So he said he knows someone who can sing. So I said, yeah, let's catch up in the studio and see.
Does she write her own stuff?
No, that was quite interesting challenge for me as well because I've written all the lyrics for her EP.
Oh, you wrote them lyrics?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was quite difficult, you know, and because I don't sing, it was quite challenging. Like I said, that was
It's like writing the R&B lyrics. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
you know.
"Baby, I love you again."
yeah. People
You know what I mean?
People-
No, it is a thing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
sort of.
You know that better than
But
anyone.
in a way,
fucking-
being like rapping is kind of easier because
Yeah, because when you rap and you can be yourself,
So
and you
much
can
to
say,
draw on,
yeah, you
yeah.
can say whatever you feel. And when you write for someone, you kind of need to step into their shoes and
Yeah.
and write something that they can identify with. I cannot give her like some of my lyrics, you know, to sing because that would be like I don't know, a pastiche or something funny. So I tried to learn as much about her as I could, and she told me a couple of stories, and that's how I made the lyrics for her.
I studied her for 3 years. I watched her every move.
No, that was short. That was short project because we
Joking,
worked together for a couple of months, and each time we hit the studio, that was within 2 hours. We have next track laid down with the harmonies.
So you
vocals,
made
and
a whole project with her.
yeah, that was EP. That was 5 tracks.
the production's wild though. For that, do you know what I mean? It sounds like you've been sat there for a year. Do you know what I mean? Working on that shit.
Yeah, that was pretty quick, and that was something that I always wanted to, but I couldn't find a person who can sing and who can dig my type of beats, because you know it's not everyone's cup of tea. You know
Yeah.
that beat. I think that beat got rejected before because I think I've even sent that one for some kind of like music contest, and I've sent it to some other artists, but it didn't land on the right place, but she kind of felt it straight away. So I was like, okay, let's do it. So she sang the melodies. I put the words in the melodies. Usually we start with the chorus. So I was like, okay, na 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 na, and I was like, okay, well, I was thinking, you know, like for a couple of hours, what sort of words to use and what the song will be about. And that's how it goes. Maybe not everyone likes it because I've also heard some criticism about it, like you know, like it's very kind of a simple.
been criticising
Very
it?
simple, but you know everybody.
been saying shit?
Tell us all about it, 'cause
Fuck you up.
we're not having it.
But come on, man, come on.
Gangsta Hippy podcast is not having
Yeah.
it. Chris.
You want to fucking know what's been going down?
Yeah, what's been going on? Who's been criticising you?
Yeah, that's
Just think on-
that's all
online.
good, man. That's all good.
Is it Streaks?
No. Strict school. Strict school.
Alright, say no. Big up Streaks.
No.
Haven't had a lot of that, are we, Bucky?
Not gonna let it happen, mate.
So you worked with her, and you
Yeah.
done them songs. What are you talking about in the lyrics, by the way?
Well, some of them are about the love. Some of them are about missing opportunities. Some of them are about that life is a run, that we always on the rush, you know,
Yeah.
from school to the shopping center to the workplace, you know, it's all simple stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was not getting too deep into the lyrics
Yeah.
because I didn't want to sound fake. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't want to put my words into someone's mouth. I say about this because it's a really important topic. If that person cannot, you know, feel that and relate to it in any way.
So I suppose that's obviously a broader thing than hip hop. That's just like music.
Yeah.
So would you like to, like, in the future maybe?
But, you know, the funny thing is my missus always pointed out to me, like, you never listen to the lyrics. Because I know all of these songs, but if you ask me what are the words in them, I can't repeat, man. I know the melodies and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
but I never focus on the,
Yeah, funny that. Yeah.
yeah, on the lyrics.
Yeah.
She knows all the lyrics, and I'm like, okay. I can hum the melody or something, but no. I know maybe it's not as relevant for some people, but for the others, the message is more important than the music. You know, the message in the lyrics, that what you talk about, it's something that I know people that don't like music without lyrics. They have to have that vocal singing about something.
Yeah, yeah.
There are different types of people, you know. For me,
Some people like
for me,
sci-fi.
you know, I can listen to the instrumentals all day long and I'm happy with it. You know, I don't need any lyrics to distract me from what I'm listening to. But on the other hand, I do understand that message in it is also very important. So again, you need to try to find that, you know, sweet spot.
Chuck's a wrestler boy.
First of all, who the fuck you call him boy?
We're in Norfolk, mate. It's just colloquialism.
What?
You know, like if you was to ask someone like me, American shit when I was growing up, I'd obviously say Mobb Deep, Onyx, Wu-Tang, blah blah blah. What shit from America did catch your ear when you was younger, growing up?
Can I just name 3 artists that influenced me a lot as my favorite rappers? Because I love many of them for technical abilities, for the flows. But when we talk about the message combined with one of the greatest flows, that'd be Mos Def, aka Yasin Bey.
Okay,
That'd be
Mos Def.
Talib Kweli,
okay,
and that'd be Common.
okay,
That's my
okay.
sort of shit.
Because you're a positive guy, and they're positive. You know what I mean? Like, okay,
Yeah, but they talk about important things as well.
Yeah,
Dope-
yeah, no
dope with
doubt.
it as well.
no doubt. I fuck with all of them. And recently, like, I might listen to an album once and be like, yeah, that's the album was alright. But if I listen to that album more than once, that means I liked it, and I like Common and Pete Rock.
Yeah, that's a good album.
Yeah, yeah,
bro.
Is it the Auditorium?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
Yeah.
fire.
dope.
Yeah, man.
But there is
Do you
also
know what I mean? Some of these guys are getting old,
yeah,
but making dope music. Do you know what I mean? LL Cool J's album, have you heard that?
Oh, man,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
really
I
good.
was-
Yeah, these guys, do you know what I mean? Now in their 50s, do you know what I mean? Like, dope.
Them two, for me, they're the 2 albums of the year. For me.
might be. Yeah. But there is also another thing that kind of describe these artists I mentioned. They often incorporate jazz into their production, the music. They perform the blue notes. You know, they
Yeah.
make this type of joints where you go on a stage and you have to improvise, and they are great at it because
Yeah.
they always got something to say and they got, impeccable flows and I can dig it throughout. It's
That's what I love
I've
about
seen
hip hop,
Talib.
though. do you
I've
know
seen
what I
Talib
mean?
Kweli in Norwich.
Me
in
too.
Epic
I was
studio.
there. Yeah, yeah.
Wait, that
We was
was
there.
cracking
Got
performance.
the hat, haven't we?
You've still got that side to the thing.
Still got it, mate.
That was a good one.
Yeah, no, he was. I remember him being dope.
Very good shape,
Like
man.
just.
I
as a-
remember him talking about fucking Paris. Something that just
Nah,
happened
wasn't
in
that Joe
Paris.
Badass?
No. No, it was Talib Kweli. Something that just happened in Paris. It was Pray for Paris. It was something that's going on in
Yeah,
Paris.
terrorist attacks. I'm pretty sure that was the
Yeah.
week. So that maybe that
Was
they
it?
happened in the same week.
So let's break down these guys. Talib Kweli. What was he part of again? He was with High Tech, is that right?
Yeah, high tech.
fucking
Yeah,
kind of
high
quality.
tech.
yeah.
Talib Kweli. Yeah, I used to fuck with him a little bit. What's that thing they used to do? Was it Lyricist Lounge?
Yeah,
What else?
the cool record.
And then
Raucous Records.
yeah, so they was all
Sound
connected.
bombing.
And then you had Mos Def. Yeah, I remember him on. Oh no.
in the back
and he was
door.
on that one. He,
Door.
I think he also acted in a couple of movies.
yeah, he did. Yeah.
Step away from the
He
mic.
was
you're too
he was in a
cold.
sick film
Funk my
about
factory, boom,
cassette
boom,
videos.
boom.
Video
yeah,
cassettes.
yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah.
Remember that? Yeah, he's been in a couple of dope films. And who's the other one you said?
Must have, obviously.
Common. Yeah.
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 Common.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. Boom. That's what I love about hip hop. Do you know what I mean? Because completely different to what
I'm really into that scene as well.
anyone would have said.
I love all them guys you just talked about, but I love like De La Soul.
Yeah, yeah.
The kid, this 100 like Tribe Called Quest. It is 100% hip hop
Yeah.
shit in it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, like you say, the jazz stuff come through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Tribe Called Quest as well. I got all the discography because you just hear Q-Tip, it's Q-Tip straight away after one bar.
Yeah.
It's so recognizable flow.
Yeah.
5 as well. So yeah, Tribe Called Quest. Yeah, I love them as well.
Yeah.
They also be jazzy. So you see, I think that the turning point was when I went to the uni and I met a couple of people from the music academy that they were studying at the same time, and I saw them perform on trumpet, saxophone, stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty dope. At the time, I was transitioning from hip hop to reggae music.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I suddenly have the access to all these goodies, and that made me feel good. And the reggae music was very impactful for me. But then the live instrumentalist, that was totally different story. And suddenly somebody played to me Guru Jazzmataz.
Ah,
Dope.
You know, the Gangsta Guru.
course.
yeah, man.
Yeah, he made music with some fucking famous jazz musicians.
Yeah, man.
And when I listened to those tracks, then I thought, yeah, that's something that I want to do. I want these musicians to play rap beats, and I
Yeah.
wanna rap on the top of it. And that was the beginning of my another project called Antelupe, like
Yeah.
Anteloops. So things go backwards. So we're not repeating stuff that we
Yeah.
constantly improvise. And I met few lads. Big up Robert Piotrowski, the trumpet player, and he was kind of he was my teacher, my mentor, and someone who opens my mind, because I was kind of struggled into simple stuff, like simple music, because that gives me that motor, that type of energy what I needed, but I didn't see what's above. I didn't see what's behind that. And he forced me. Sometimes we sit in his old stinky car, and he got cassette player there, and he plays some weird jazz that I was feeling like it's a torture, because I couldn't understand this sort of music. And he was like, listen to it, and he was kind of expressing this music through his behavior, through his playing, and he was really into it, and that his personality was for me like proof that there is something in it, and I wanted to know what is in it. So the more time I spent with him, the more tolerant I became for other genres of music.
Yeah.
Because when I was a teenager, I was an ignorant. I was like, I was saying that hip hop is great, but any other music is shit. The jazz I can't listen to, I can't stand it. Why is this? This is not even music. Why is this? But
Yeah.
in time, I met people who was like a signs on the road cross, and they say, "Oh, try that way," and I went there and see if I like it, and I go back. And this way, I learned a lot about music improvisation, and also I was freestyler. So this is another common thing with jazz that people communicate with each other by improvising. So he always took me to nightclubs, jam sessions, stuff like that. And whenever there was a microphone, and it was after midnight, because most of these people was like smart clothing, like keeping their nose highs and stuff like that. And then there was me like tracksuit, 3XL, big trousers, my hat,
Here he comes.
front to back. And
Here
everybody,
he comes.
who's that punk?
Hip hop.
Yeah, who let him in? And he was my protector. He said, no, he's with me. So this way we gone to the front rows when I can sit and watch these instrumentals play. And that was magical because I would never expect people being able to create such a crazy sounds with their instruments. And that's how I found jazz.
Yeah. I found jazz quite similar, like you're saying. I started hanging out with people that were into it.
Yeah.
Because when I was like 18, 19, I was like, what? But like Will, he was into it. He was like, oh, have you not heard John Coltrane? And it was because I was with music students, almost like, yeah, I've heard John Coltrane. Do you know what I mean? You wanted to, like, why are they going on about this person? And yeah, now I absolutely love it. Do you know what I mean? It's my shit.
Yeah. Another thing about jazz, I think I'm not boring now.
Yeah.
Is that when I'm listening to the jazz, it's unpredictable. So you don't know what's gonna happen in the next section of a song. Whereas when you're listening to pop music or even hip hop music, you kind of know the structure. Okay, there is a verse, there is a bridge, there is a chorus, stuff like that. But with a jazz music, the exciting part of it is that you never know what's gonna happen next. So sometimes these songs are like 7-8 minutes long, and each part is different, and there is like a theme, like a main part of it that can repeat in time. But in between, it's crazy stuff happening, and that's what I like the most. That unpredictability of jazz music.
There's also
Yeah, no, you're right. And I like it even with hip hop when the beat is just, do you know what I mean? It switches when there's a couple switches in it, like from nowhere, just like because hip hop can be so alright, boom, loop it up, jet, you got my sample, do you know what I mean? So when there's like when the beat takes you on a journey, do you know what I mean? Like I like some simple boom bap, do you know what I mean? Find a sample, loop it up, and I like that, but I always, do you know what I mean? Can appreciate something that's been like
worked on and
constructed. And,
Yeah, but at the same time, sometimes all you need is like a 4-second loop. Like look at DJ Premier, for example, among the others. It's the greatness in it, because if you can find something that makes your head nod all the time.
sometimes you just need the drums as well.
Yeah.
Like you listen to a beat and you're like, there is absolutely nothing to that. That is pretty much just drums.
Well,
But it's hard, you know what I mean? You're like,
But when it comes to the drums, is the most important part, because I love beat-driven music, but I need a bass line to it, so I can find the tonality, I can find what pitch is in, so I can also adapt my pitch of my voice into it. You good?
down the wrong hole.
All right.
And then down the wrong hole, it went down another wrong hole. Oh. Hey, let's play another song.
Right. Do you want me to tell what the song is?
yes, please.
Have you mentioned something about Indian music before in this interview?
But yeah, but no, he touched on
Yeah.
your love for different.
Indian, Punjab.
Yeah. So
You said you really liked Indian rap, didn't you?
So I got a little story about it as well. So there was a jazz performance in Poland in an untracked a jazz club.
Yeah.
Bartek Krasiński, pozdrawiam. So I went there
fuck was
for I just big up my friend who was running the place.
Okay.
And I don't know if he's watching, but anyway, I went there. There was like a massive jam session, like 20 musicians and stuff like that. So I played the gig, and then I got pissed, and it was great. And the next day, I was going back home in a train, hangover, and I was just scrolling Facebook, not to fall asleep. And I went to Norwich Musicians and Promoters Group or something like that. You know, people just post some stuff over there. Are they looking for a bassist or something like that? And I found a post from Ambika Punch Sud. She says something, I'll be visiting Norfolk in a couple of months, and I look forward to work with some Western musicians. I sing folk and traditional Indian music, and there was her Instagram link. So I hit the link, and I checked what sort of stuff is she singing. So basically, she appeared to be a very spiritual person, like playing in a band with some traditional.
She appeared.
No, but she was really like into it. You can hear the emotions in her voice, and that scales, Indian scales, are totally different than European scales. So that was, again, I was saying, oh gosh, that's pretty dope. I'll give it a go and see what she says.
Yeah.
So I write to her a message, blah blah blah. I'm a Polish producer. I make this. So she, okay, can we catch up on the video messenger so we can talk about it, because she doesn't know what I'm all about, what I want. She doesn't understand what I want to do. So I made draft of a beat because there was one sample in my head. So when I heard her singing, I think, maybe I will use that sample and try to make something for her so she can sing on top of that. And I made like a draft of the beat. I sent it over to her, and she said she liked it. Okay, that's nice. But what you want me to do? So I start humming, kind of trying to pass on the feel of, because I'm not sure whether she was familiar with participating in hip hop tracks. Probably not, because she was more traditional singer. But we managed to create a melody for the chorus, and then she said, "Yeah, I can write my own lyrics to it." I said, "All right, okay, cool." So the song is called "Remedy," and is about spreading the fragrance of love across the world.
Spreading
Featuring
fragments of love across the world.
Sumo Slim, big up, featuring.
Yeah, and we'll get to that after this track, right?
Okay.
But Lex, I need some votes as well, please.
Big up to Ambika.
Do you want a fucking blowjob as well?
But right now,
नफरत की दीवारों को अब तोड़ गिराना है, प्यार के फूलों से अब ये सब बहकाना है, जख्मों को भरी जो ऐसी दवा को लाना है, सच की लहर से दुनिया को जगाना है।
Tethered to my thoughts and need to break away. Fused to my mood and trying to move before I waste away. Separate the pain and stray way beyond the place I stay. Escapism, same difference when they kneel and pray. Those falls from grace will have you staying in that bed you lay in. Stuck overthinking, wishing that you played a different game when those devils came to test you. There's levels we should get to. The pressure's got us feeling like the gauge will crack unless you start to self-medicate. Shake the cage and let the stress through. It's only here to bless you. We're struck with fear until we hear it's also what the rest do. That reassurance from the chorus easily possessed you. They want the best and that's success. The stress will always get you. Don't know what tests you, never have done and I don't profess to. The second guessing and correcting, trying to chase perfection, forgetting that our own mistakes are our most powerful weapons and our most important lessons.
नफरत की दीवारों
of a minute in an hour's a blessing. And every second's like an hour when you're deep in depression. The sound of silence feels timeless and it leaves you deafened. So all those changes that you make are your wisest investments. The seeds we sow will grow, we got choices and consequences. We bite the bullet to the fullest or stay on the fences. Hate it or love it, love and hate will always guide our senses. We stay strong, it's game on when we stand in collectives. But on our own, our vulnerabilities leave us defenseless. Every action has reactions, everything's in motion. Karma can come around soon after chosen words are spoken. We ration self-compassion, so we're acting like we're slacking. But we gain traction when we focus and forget distractions. When war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. We use as pawns from when we're born, it only breeds revenge. And liberation makes oppressors out of the oppressed.
Bang.
That's the beautiful piece.
That is a lovely piece of music, bro. And the production is just fair play, bro. Like,
Sure. But we talk about it before, Leaks, that the most important part of it is like bringing the idea alive. You got that revelation at some point, and you think, oh, this may work. Oh, let's get this and that and put it together. Let's see if we can make a song. And you can have hundreds of ideas like this, but not all of them come out. And this project, I couldn't believe that she agreed to participate on my track, because it was something different, something else. And she came to Norfolk. I picked her up from one village around Norwich where she stayed. We went to Pirate Studios, and within an hour we had this
Dope.
done. And then Sumo entered the studio. I think that was the same evening on the next day. I can't remember. In the evening, I was there, and he laid down his vocals like in 10 or 15 minutes.
Of course he did.
He just
general.
came in and go out. I was like,
came in.
we've got this.
He kicked a couple things around. Do you know what I mean? He bossed that shit.
Yeah.
Sumo
Ate
Slim
some
does
shit.
not
He
fuck around.
fucking sniffed some shit. He drank some shit. He did what the fuck he does.
No, but the most important
Yeah,
thing is
man.
that he did his verses like, very very proficiently, and
Very, very proficiently.
he just came in and
That
just
is, yeah.
smashed it.
Seb.
I was happy, but that's one of my
You know Seb's gonna kill it every time. do you know?
yeah, he's good. He's very good. But yeah, this is like a prime example of what my core of work is. Like grabbing artists, sometimes from different stories, and invite them to the common field and see what they can do
Mix it all.
together, and then then work on it.
Yeah, I like
You and
that.
Seb have you've done quite a lot of stuff together now, right?
Yeah, with Sumo, we made a EP as well, but that was during pandemics. That was crazy times, all that restrictions and stuff. But that was dope project as well. So
It's my favourite,
yeah,
I think my all-time favourite Norwich song ever is Wu Wei, Sumo Slim and Pekli.
right. Thank you,
That is,
thank you, man.
no, but that is just, it's a meaningful, just amazing track. Your
dope
beat,
project.
it just
Yeah, but this
No.
was again. I was focused on making beats for him at the time. So I was looking into, because I know he can rap fast. So I was going into like slower beats, like going down to 70 BPMs. Like I never used to do, because I usually my scope was between 90 and 100 BPMs, because that was most easier for me to rap.
yeah.
But with him, I wanted to challenge myself and challenge him. How fast can we go? I don't know if that was the right decision, but some of these tracks are really, really, really dope.
He can go fast.
And I'm happy with it.
Yeah, no, he does it very proficiently as well.
Yeah.
As you say, do you know what I mean? Like, he does it, but he does it well. A lot of people do it, but do you know what I mean? Like, Sumo kills that shit.
It's my Rome compadre, mate. He just gets
That's what
down.
I'm saying. I know he kills
And
it.
he's
I've been
always,
there.
he's always up for a rap.
Yeah.
If you chill with Sumo, you
You fucking want something?
Yeah.
You fucking want
I
something?
love that, though.
But he's good at freestyling as well.
Yeah,
so,
man.
You know,
What was that project called again?
Sumo Slim, 100 hand slap.
Of course it was. Yeah, 100 hands slap.
100 hand slap, yeah.
Say no.
Dickhead. What other projects have you worked on?
Right, so with Integram, the project I set up in Norwich when I came here, we made 5 albums. So that was the biggest work.
Name who was on it.
Oh my God, man, that was a lot of people.
Get ready, Lou.
Well, at the very beginning, that was Melkaya, Slavka, Jano B, Diamond Giza, and DJ Gru.
Nice.
Then what happened?
Then, on the second album, we got more people involved.
Who?
Oh my God. I will have to look. Sorry, I apologize for everyone who was on it. But
You'll apologise for whoever you forget because there was.
yeah, exactly. You're asking me for.
I was going to be on it, but I weren't on there, was I? I was going through some shit probably. I can't remember why, but I weren't on there.
Yeah, but it's been like 13 years ago.
But you lot was all on it, weren't you? Was you on it?
But later Instagram. Yeah, but
Yeah, about we're talking about the last one or about the fifth one. I'm
you're talking about the.
yeah. I said
before.
about members from the first album.
Yeah.
Then we had the second album with Milk Toast on the producing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Milk Toast, my brother. And then it was the third album, which was called Alteration, and then we have even more artists because I incorporate my friend from Wuppertal, Germany.
Yeah.
And he got similar sort of action happening over there. And he was recording rappers from Germany, France, everybody around his area. So we shared instrumentals and acapellas together. So I made the third album in Integram Alteration, and that was mad. That was absolutely mad because I had I had a vision for the concept album. So I made the beats especially for that piece, and I had so many acapellas, so I can do anything I wanted to. That was great, like having the freedom, having all these vocals laid down nicely, like compressed and processed. And then I got a lot of beats so I can just mix and match. And this way I made an Integram Alteration and I released that. And there was obviously a couple of haters saying, kids in the primary school make better beats
Who are
than you.
these fucking haters that keeps going on?
But
about,
then
mate?
I was sitting on my couch.
You leave it.
I was sitting on a couch. Yeah, blessed.
you leave it.
I was blessed as fuck. And then my phone started to ring. And I look at my phone and there was a phone number I didn't know. Usually I just reject it. But then I thought, maybe it's another one of my friends who just changed his number and he wanted to reach me. So I decided to answer the phone. So I said, hello. And there was a guy saying, oh, hello, my name is Gary Stanley. I'm calling you from the BBC Radio Norfolk. Would you like to come for an interview? I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I stumbled upon your recent upload to Bandcamp called Integram. Would you like to talk about it? And I was like, wait a minute. So I had to sit down. I was like, when? What's going on? He said, oh, next Friday. I said, okay, but my English is not very good, because at the time it wasn't. So he said, no, don't worry about it. We can work it out. And I said, can I come with my friend? And he said, yeah, bring on whoever you want. So I took Milk Toast. My brother Fred went with me, and we were featured on the BBC Introducing, and we made a live performance. He was on his MPC playing his thing, and I was rapping in Polish, and that was
Sick.
Yeah, that was I think at the time, even now I can say it was one of my biggest achievements in terms of
100%.
Yeah.
because I didn't expect.
Who was it, Gary, yeah?
Yeah,
We know Gaza, don't we?
With that gather. Yeah.
I didn't
Me and
expect
Gary
the call.
kicked right off, bro. Measy and Gary kicked right
off.
off, bruv.
I walked out of the meeting.
Fucky had to walk
I
out.
wasn't having none of it. I walked out of the meeting.
Fucky said I'm not having it.
Not having it.
Mate.
Big up Gary though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
And that
Yeah, he
is an
gave a lot of
achievement.
people a lot of opportunity.
But I had an advantage because he didn't have a clue what these songs are about. So
So you were
he
just slagging BBC right off.
And you know what was I shouldn't say that, but I'll tell you. He asked me for a censored version. If there is anything I shouldn't be playing on there.
Yeah, I'm not swearing at all, Gaz.
Yeah, you know what I did.
You motherfucker.
I took,
He's on BBC at 2 o'clock
Yeah.
on a Wednesday.
I took
Saying BBC can fucking suck his fucking.
so I had the versions with a dog barking instead of
Okay.
someone
you went
that shouldn't
DMX on it.
shouldn't be told like in the instead of
Yeah.
whatever. And then when we were live, because I was live, he played the uncensored versions anyway.
Yeah.
I looked
Let's
at
not
him.
get into how they record
Well,
live shows with BBC.
nobody know
introducing,
about
'cause
it, nobody know
Measy
about
will
it.
kick right off.
Wasn't
Don't get
that bad.
Measy started with Gary because Measy nearly knocked him out. Bucky out getting him.
Anyway, yeah. So that was the Integram. After that, I decided to make a solo album. So I made another solo album. That was EP, 5 tracks. That was the time where I was kind of absorbing a lot of knowledge from people surrounding me, saying about changes in the world, like, you know, all this bloody, how you call that? Fake news and you know,
Propaganda,
propaganda, yeah, yellow subtitles.
misinformation,
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
all of it.
So then
Don't
I
get
thought-
Bucky started.
So I thought, let's make an album which will be kind of a legacy for the future generation. So I wanted to say about something important in every single track. So about polluting the earth, about people being like disclosed and feeling alone in the crowd because of all this crap going on.
media,
So that was scope of the work at the minute
Yeah.
back then, and I made this album. Then it was also there was one album I made in a drum and bass style, which was remixes of Integram again.
Yeah.
Then Sumo Slim, obviously, which we mentioned before, and then Streaks told me that we should do another project of Integram, but with ASML members.
Of course he did.
So that's where Back Up is, Sumo's there. And yeah, actually after this, we recorded album with Sumo.
Yeah.
But there was Jane B, Streaks, Beamers was there. And obviously there was a track for Leaky Leaks
Yeah.
that meant to go on that
I
album.
remember at the time thinking I'm gonna hit that, and
Yeah, but
I
you know
remember I
what?
had some shit going on.
But
Fuck
you know
knows,
what?
I can't remember what.
It's coming
It
out.
could have been anything.
It's,
What is?
It's coming out.
Because did I end up hitting the beat?
Yeah,
Oh, which one?
recently, Vienna,
Oh, okay. There you go.
1683.
Saying that.
That's the beat. That's the same beat, which at the time was
There you go.
another
Like, you
one.
can't rush. Do you know what I mean? The universe does what it needs to do
a long time
at its
coming.
own time. Do you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
universe is. Do you know what I mean? Tell them, Bucky. Tell them how the universe works.
Well, the universe works in mysterious ways. All I'm going to say is
Yeah, exactly.
your project sounds fire.
Whose project?
Your twos.
We ain't got a project.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I've got a project coming out.
Sounds coming. Sounds
Sorry
coming.
if I outed you.
Nah,
You were right.
we
You were
have.
right.
You can edit this
We
out.
kind of
so-
been talking about it, but yeah, we have. Yeah.
Right.
You can ask us about it if you want.
Well, what's it called?
That's a good question. It's called the Winged Hussars.
The wing. Sorry,
The Winged Hussars.
the winged hussars.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as everyone knows, I'm 90% Polish.
Yeah, you're pretty Polish, aren't you?
Mind your words.
Nah, I'm joking. I've somewhere along the lines, I don't know if it was my granddad's granddad or something, there's Polish blood
Yeah.
on my dad's side. They come over here at some point, few generations back.
Do you know what I mean? So when I knew I was working with Pekli, I thought I'd like to link it in with some Polish. Do you know what I mean? Boom. Typed in Viking, Polish warriors, Polish soldiers, the winged hussars. And you know, I'm like Bucky with my titles and shit. You know what I
mate.
mean? So yeah, so they was just there's like some sick, well known warriors that were known that they like a few famous battles and shit. Do you know what I mean? They kicked some ass battling like the Ottomans and different crews they was beefing with and shit. So yeah, that's where that came from.
Fair play.
And the funny thing about the project we've got coming out is that Pekli gave me these beats a long time ago. Do you know what I mean? And fucking I recorded the tracks a long time ago, not knowing that I was going into retirement for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because that was unheard of. Well, I make fucking 10 albums a year, and that's normal. That's just.
Yeah, but-
Then all of a sudden, I just weren't making music anymore, and then I was sitting on like 20 fucking albums. You know what I mean? Possibly more. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, you know what I mean? And that happened to be one of the projects. So anyway, a few months back, fucking, I shouted, Toddy. We got Toddy. I was like, yeah, I need to go through all these projects that I've got. Do you know what I mean? So we started doing some sessions, and that was, do you know what I mean, one of the first things I looked at. Oh yeah, shit, the thing with Pekli, let's have a look at that. Gave it a little mix, sent that over to Pekli. Pekli was like, whoa, fuck, yeah, that came out of the blue, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you could take over from there. What happened when I sent that to you for you?
What?
What happened? What, how did you, because I sent that to you then, didn't I?
Yeah, I remember the day I was shopping with my missus. I was going to some furniture shop, and then I received a message from Ricky Lake saying, "Oh, you good?" I said, "Yeah, what's going on?" And he said, "Oh, I've recorded some tracks on your beats," and I was like, "All right, yeah, you can send me some," and he was like, "Do you want the whole sessions or whole projects?" I said, "Nah, just send me some MP3s. That'd be sufficient. I'll just check them out at home." And I went back home. He sent me the projects anyway, so I set them out. I started listening to them, and I was amazed. I was like, "Fuck! I couldn't even remember that beat, but with these lyrics, it really flows so nicely, and
Yeah,
that really lift my mood. That really lift me from the position I was in. That it started to be realistic to complete the EP with Lakes. So yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Because like I said, that even from before I worked with you, I was like, your beats, yeah, this guy's sick, do you know what I mean? He makes the kind of beats that I like. I could definitely do some stuff with him. So yeah, like it was definitely, it was always on the cards, you know what I mean? And I'm sure we'll do more stuff after this. But yeah, it's a nice small little project, you know what I mean? We've got 5 songs there. You know what I mean?
Nice size. That's a nice size for a project.
Yeah, I've been putting out a lot of smaller projects nowadays, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nice, small, compact, and I'm not going to say too much about it, but we, if you're lucky, might play one song at the end of the show.
Fair.
Do you know what I mean? We might give you a sneaky peek. We might give you a sneaky
Little
peek
teaser.
at the end of the show. So yeah, the Winged Hussars, Ricky Licks and Pekli, that's coming out soon. So have you two worked together?
Yep.
What, on thingy?
Instagram.
Yeah, on the Instagram.
That's Instagram.
Yeah.
That was in Capitol House at Music Studio.
Yeah. Upstairs or downstairs?
Downstairs.
I was downstairs, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first one.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting. So anyway, in terms of English music,
Yeah.
what stuff do you like, either now or back in the day? I guess I'm kind of talking like, have you fucked with genres like? Have you seen the evolution of like garage, drum and bass, jungle turn into grime, drill?
Yeah.
What English shit? So I don't know how it's perceived from when you to other countries and stuff.
Yeah.
I just assume that people like grime and kind of in other countries and drill and
I'm not into grime, I'm not into drill, but you can always find the artists who can do it music on the level, some good music. But I don't have any favorites within these genres. If you ask me for British music, the first thing was the Ezra Collective, but this is like jazz musicians combined together. I got a couple of records quite good, but they're very good. So and yeah, I mentioned Ashley Henry before, the piano player. But if it comes to hip hop, do you know Ty?
Ty,
Ty?
the one who's dead.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, rest in peace. So I went to the Norwich Arts Centre for his gig, and it was one of the best gigs I've seen as well. He just smashed it, the energy, the flow, everything. He doesn't need anything, just his DJ, and he was blasting, and the beats I like very much, and his sense of humor. He's a bit, how to say, awkward with his lyricism. So I didn't completely understand all the things that he was saying, but I found it entertaining. So yeah, Ty is one of my favorite British rapper,
Yeah, rest in
and yeah, Roots Maneuver, yeah, some old school
peace. Yeah.
rappers. But I was not really into like British music scene, if I'm honest. I know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I love like Artful Dodger. What is it? Is it two-step or is it garage
Yeah, what was
music?
their song again?
Do you know?
What's one of their
What did he-
bangers?
Yeah,
what
he
did
was
with
very
Cra-
popular
what
at the
they with
time.
Craig David.
Not the Casualty one.
Nah, what did they do the tune with Craig David?
Artful Dodger, Craig David. Artful Dodger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
which song was it again? What?
So, I don't know.
Remember,
Yeah.
Bucky? Because
I feel like they've done a tune with Craig David.
yeah, it could be.
Craig David.
Craig David.
That
all
was Craig
over
David's
there.
debut. Was on that, featuring the that.
To
You know-
you when the clouds go high.
Tell me what you gonna do.
Let me eat mine.
With the crowd go balls.
Selector. Eat
Yeah.
mine. When the crowd say bowl.
Bowl,
Selector.
bowl, bowl.
But
They
you know,
got Craig David every time.
yeah, chicks love to dance to it, so that was kind of a music that was playing at parties.
So does Bucky.
Yeah, all good.
Anyway, that's the thing. Boom. We're gonna have a quick 21-5 questions, Pekli. That's what
Oh.
we're gonna do, big boy. That's what we're gonna do.
I'm ready. Go on. Hit me.
Bucky, hit him.
I'm not touching him, bro.
Coffee or tea?
Depending on what.
Quick fire.
Hey, come on! Is that quick or what?
Coffee or tea?
Right, let's say coffee.
Run DMC or A Tribe Called Quest?
Tribe Called Quest, mate.
Jungle or Garage?
Jungle.
Jay-Z or Nas?
Nas.
Pete Rock or The Alchemist?
Alchemist.
Vodka or whiskey?
Vodka.
Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion?
I'm sorry, I don't know the second one.
What? What?
Next question.
You don't know who Megan Thee Stallion is?
No.
What? Okay, hot dog or burger?
Burger.
Queen or Nirvana?
Queen.
My man. Stormzy or Chip?
Well, again, I don't know Chip. I know Stormzy. He's dope.
Pizza or kebab?
Pizza.
Eminem or Kendrick?
Kendrick.
Orange juice or apple juice?
Orange.
Cheese and onion or prawn cocktail?
Cheese and onion.
It's interesting, Pekli. Adele or Amy Winehouse?
Adele.
Wow. First guest to say that, I would say. Wow. McDonald's or Burger King?
None of them.
Elvis or Johnny Cash?
Elvis.
Dizzy or Wiley?
You mean Dizzy Rascal?
Yes.
Yeah, Dizzy Rascal for sure.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Mushrooms or coke?
Next question.
I don't even know why I written that.
Go on. Is that it?
Tupac or Biggie?
Biggie.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? That one gets a mixed response, don't it, Bucky? The old Tupac Biggie one.
I'm always in the middle of it, and I
Yeah, you
love
being
both.
in the middle, don't you?
I love both of them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's an easy one for me, bro. It's an easy one. I think there's like Tupac, and then there's loads of other people.
You
that I
answered
think
most
are
of
good.
them questions right, as far as I was concerned, though.
Yeah. But someone
surprised me?
someone compared Biggie's flow to playing trumpet in terms of dynamic and articulation, and I think that's why it resonates with me a bit more. Although I like Tupac as well, but I would rate lyrical skills and delivery.
I'll show you some
Biggie
Megan
Smalls.
shit, by the way, because people just assume our female rapper, but nah, Megan's sick. Do you know what I mean? In terms of
Yeah,
riding
no
the
doubt.
beat and flow, do you know what I mean? I just think with like, do you know what I mean? A sexy woman, beautiful woman with attitude. Do you know what I mean? It just the whole package looks sick. I like female. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of sick female rappers. Not that they have to be like that. There's some conscious like dope.
Well, I know
female
some, I
rappers,
know
but I'm saying-
some, but not the
I like the
current ones.
Latos and the Cardi B's and the. Do you know what I mean?
What would you say
Megan.
about Salt and Pepper?
Oh, legend. Salt, salt. Salt, and pepper's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
That's great, man.
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man.
Man. Nah, there weren't that much. Yeah, Adele, you said Adele, do you know what I mean? Everyone always says Amy.
You know what?
But Adele, I mean,
Adele's good, though.
never mind, I'll find someone like you.
There is something in that song that she wrote, that one you're singing.
Beautiful.
That it's heavy, man. It's heavyweight.
Hello.
Amy Winehouse is great as well, but
the best for you.
her voice is irritating. It's not something I like.
Whose?
Amy Winehouse.
What? Whoa.
Yeah. It's not something.
Okay,
I
I'm not
can
used to that.
This is Amy.
I don't know how we feel about that on the Gangsta Hippy
Nah.
podcast. Because we're part of the Amy Winehouse Foundation.
do. Right.
Wouldn't make-
Well, it's just my opinion. You know?
Hang on, mate. What point did I sign that contract?
Nah, I mean, yeah, Amy, when you die, all of a
They're
sudden.
both
do you know what I
legends,
mean?
let's face it.
Of course.
Adele's a legend.
I've always said, I'm not going to lie, there's rappers that I started listening to after they died. Especially in this generation of internet and stuff. I'm flicking through Instagram or YouTube and young rapper from Jacksonville has died. I was like, oh, who's this? Boom, start listening to this guy or her. Who?
You've got a morbid fascination.
Nipsey is someone that I'd listen to, but I didn't fuck with Nipsey proper hard until he died. Do you know what I
I
mean?
think I came round.
Then I was like, wow, this geezer's got like
Yeah.
a
I think I
million
came round to your
mixtapes.
house today. And Nipsey died, and you were just straight banging out Nipsey.
But yeah, when someone dies, do you know what I mean? It just all of a sudden their art just becomes more special, don't it? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You're kind of right. You say,
Because you won't get any more.
yeah. That's it, isn't it? I mean, they do become sacred to tunes.
Yeah, but it's similar like with the other artists like MF Doom, for example. You know, he's gone, but you can still hear people remixing his tracks. Like every year, you got different compilation, and some of this is still dope. So they're still with us, like Sean Price.
Yeah.
You know, I love this guy as well. So
Well, Sean Price.
yeah, this is also one of the greatest. So
And R.I.P. DJ Clark Kent.
So we're just wrapping up our project, ready to push that. What else are you working on right now?
At the minute, I've got a couple of remixes I'm working on,
Yep.
and one original tune for the guy called Emos. He's like a soul singer and he's a guitar player. So I'm gonna, we're planning to release his first official song because he's not established artist yet. So he wants to start promoting his music, pushing out his songs. So we're working on his first single.
Yeah.
So it's coming soon.
Nice.
Nice.
Beat is ready. We just need to lay down the vocals. So
Emus, yeah.
Emos, yeah, we
Emos.
look forward.
And he's local. He lives around
He lives in Sussex,
Sussex.
like 3 hours drive from here.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you met like?
Yeah, I met him in person. Apparently, he used to live in Norwich. So one rainy night, I went to the city center and I heard a guy singing next to the market on the Gentleman's Walk. And I just passed him by, but then I stopped behind a corner just to listen for a bit more of his voice. And I was like, yeah, there is someone in his voice that I really like. That would be dope to have a cappellas like that. So I let him finish the song. I went back to him and I introduced myself. At first he was a little bit maybe shocked like what this guy wants because he looks nice and smart, you know. But then he gave me his Instagram again and I forgot about it. But then in the spring this year, something makes me feel about the guy again. I don't know, I just remind the situation. So I thought, all right, I'll see what's up with him. So I texted him and he said, oh, this is the good timing because I'm about to start releasing some of my original music and maybe you can help me with that. And this has started. So I start producing some beats to see if he can fit in. But we ended up with the idea that I will take his song on my desktop and try to create the arrangement for his song.
Yeah.
So it was not the other way around like I used to do, like send someone the beat. Oh, can you rap on this or can you sing on that? This way is opposite, is different. He gave me his music, and I'm making beats. So I have to adapt to his.
Do you use all the same chords?
Yeah, I have to recreate the chords. Obviously, you know, I'm working on the samples. It's sample
Yeah.
based, but you still need to kind of keep the chord progression in place or certain moments within the song.
Yeah.
For example, most of the songs like they are in a 4/4 time signature. This one is in the 6/4. So
Right.
first I heard him, okay, this is that, all right. So I wanted to tweak it. Oh no, let's make it 4/4. That's easy. That'll be like a hip hop standard style. But no, I try to be as closely true to his version
Yeah,
as
like
possible. So
authentic.
basically, yeah, he sent me like a video recording from his room where he's playing guitar and singing that song, and yeah, I extracted the audio file and started to work from there. So yeah, coming soon, hopefully.
Nice. Anyone else you're working with? Anyone?
Yeah, I'm working with Streaks. There is a song we want
Big
to
up
put
Streaks.
together. Yeah, big up Streaks. And there is something that is not set in stone just yet, so I don't want to talk about it. I'll see if that will become like achievable or not. But there are a few artists I have reached out to, and I'm waiting for the feedback.
What about you rapping? Do you write much?
No, really. You know, the last lyrics I've wrote was the lyrics for the song called Mirror Truth, because many times people are asking me, "Oh, you're so many years in UK. Why did you rap in English? You know, what's up with you? You should rap in English. You will have wider audience. You know, people can dig it from the home, from the town, from Norwich and stuff. And I always felt like my English is not sufficient enough. Like I cannot express me.
Your English is better than half the people.
No, I can't express myself fully as I can in Polish.
Yeah.
'Cause
But I think you should
Polish
just
is
rap in
very-
Polish. It's fine. It's brilliant.
Yeah, but comparing to even to you guys, I don't wanna.
They shouldn't have stopped
I don't
the
wanna. I
rapping,
don't wanna.
right?
I don't wanna sound like I'm a clown or something.
Well, I just saying
Because
on behalf of the whole hip hop scene in Norwich, we don't give a fuck whether you rap in English or Polish.
I've written
Like,
some. I made a couple of tunes, but I never wanted to release them. Apart from a couple of my friends who can listen to them, I was like, no, it's for fun, you know. But I don't wanna sign my name under it because I couldn't feel like that exploits my full potential, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. But there were some circumstances like 2 years ago, and some people say, "Yeah, come on, just take it easy, just try something." And I changed my job and I started working with all the English people. Maybe that helped me a lot, because I started to converse with people about some situations, blah blah blah. They told me a lot of stories in English, and I felt, oh, this is a bit more, fluent. It's becoming more fluent. So I said, yeah. Maybe I can write something. And at work, I had like little sheets of paper, and I started putting the first verses, like, because I like the word silhouette, like the shape of sound. And I was like, and some people just, there's
Cigarette.
and there's some gossip sometimes about you when you're new in a new place. People just talk shit behind your back, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, don't believe things that you can't prove. Don't take them for sure. Silhouette blurred, pirouette move. What you see is just a mirror truth.
There you go.
And I put that down, and I was like, yeah.
There you go.
Right, yeah. This is like something to start with.
Yeah.
But no, I don't wanna say much more about it. Maybe we can play that song.
This is the one now, yeah?
Yeah, that's the only English one I have. So sorry for.
Okay,
if you
so this
start-
is you rapping in English, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't believe things that you can't prove. Don't take them for sure. Silhouette blur, pirouette move. What you see is just a mirror truth. Don't believe things that you can't prove. Don't take them for sure. Silhouette blur, pirouette move. What you see is just a mirror truth. You may get it all wrong. Big fish from a small pond. I've been waiting for so long. I was lost, but no more. Homegrown, sore throat. Used to record in the wardrobe. Used to think this is something I was born for. Along the way, got too many missed phone calls. Never grew up, same loose corduroys. Still acting like those boys, but bringing a lot more noise. For some, there is no choice. But going forward at all costs, it's good though to have a broad scope. So let's go for a long walk. Let's talk, smoke some old Holborn, catch the wave like in Cornwall. Yeah, don't believe things that you can't prove. Don't take them for sure. Silhouette blur, pirouette move. What you see is just a mirror truth. Don't believe things that you can't prove. Don't take them for sure. Silhouette blur, pirouette move. What you see is just a mirror truth.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't wanna brag. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't wanna brag.
Step into the war zone. Kicking in the front door, out of control, fist to the jawbone. Oh Lord, purify my soul core. Yeah, showing off my strong pose. So-called rapper, my speech is rose gold. Production workers, I got something special, mouth watering like hog roast. Can't put it on hold. Cutting air like Concorde. All I care is comfort on the run to the top floor. No joke. Paid streaming like road tolls. Getting there just a stone's throw from London. It's getting awkward. Offside again. No go. Don't believe things that you can't prove. Don't take them for sure. Silhouette blur, pirouette move. What What you see is just a mirrored truth. It's just a mirrored truth. Don't believe things that you can't prove.
Not sure.
Thoughts taken for sure. Silhouette blur, pirouette move. What you see is just a mirrored truth. It's just a mirrored truth.
Dope. Dope,
Fire.
bro.
I'm still
Shit's
not
dope, bro.
convinced. I'm still not convinced.
Yeah, no, it works. You know what I mean? It works because, you know what I mean? It's the twang in your accent. Do you know what I mean? Nice,
Yeah,
nice,
but-
bro. Like that a lot.
Yeah, but some people say, "Oh, you got too strong accent. It doesn't sound right." It doesn't
No,
sound
there's
right.
a time. It's a look, every style. There's a time and place for everything within hip hop and music. It's like it works. You know what I mean?
But,
That was
Like-
dope, man. That was sick.
Yeah. No, that was
but
hard.
again, the guy who listened to some trap and drill music, I sent him this track, Mirror Truth, Big Up Richard, and he was like, "Why did you want to go across with this? What did you want to say? You know, what was your message in it?" I said, like, you know, there are a lot of metaphors in the lyrics, but I don't know if everyone can see these metaphors as such, because to me it makes some kind of sense, but I know it's just a wordplay. So I just play with these words, play with the rhymes, so they can you know fit to the beat, and they work well.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not,
work
but,
very
but,
well.
but it's not a story I'm talking about. It's not, you know. You see, that's what I'm lacking in terms of writing English lyrics. It sounds all right, you know. I can play with it. I can play with a jazz band and perform these lyrics.
Yeah.
Because I can fit them in the groove. But in terms of like we talked about the message before, it's not like a big message in it. It's just what you see is mirror proof. It just don't believe what you see, because you know there are things that you may not be aware of.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I was going across with this track. But still, like I said, I'm not convinced. I released this track. This is on Spotify and stuff. But yeah,
Are you
It's
easy
just-
easy to find on
no,
I
totally
always say
not.
Spotify, but people listen to music everywhere, don't they? Are you easy to find? Because I know some people ain't. If I wanted to find you right now, are you easy to find your music?
Well, luckily enough, I think my nickname Pekli is quite unique. There is another Hungarian wrestler with that nickname apart from me, and that's it. So if you type in Pekli,
I'm
Pekli,
gonna see if you come up, bro.
you
Because
should
some
find
of some of the artists that I work with have just got.
But
know what I mean?
to be
There's a-
honest, I don't push promoting my music that much as I try to make my work shine. If you
Yeah.
know what I mean, I'm more the guy behind the wheels when it
Yeah,
comes
but
to
you're not coming up there,
Yeah,
are
like the
you?
Hanker projects, you put
right.
your
Yeah, that's me. Yeah,
This
in the
one here, yeah.
shades. Yeah, in the shades. Yeah.
Of course it is. What are you on about? Yes, you come up easily.
Yay!
You come up easily.
I'm up there.
There you are.
It's not much there because I haven't released all of my music on Spotify. Most of my previous albums can be found on Bandcamp, beforehand on SoundCloud. You know, I'm old school.
Yeah. You're about.
I don't have TikTok yet.
Bucky does.
So
Bucky
yeah.
does TikTok dances.
No, I don't.
Yes, he does. Under an alias.
Cheers, guys.
Right.
But I mean, I'd definitely like to work with you again. We've spoke about it. Do you know what I mean? But one thing at a time.
Yeah.
The way my brain with, I've already done part 2, 3, 4, 5 in my head. Do you know what I mean? It's just, but yeah, I'd definitely be up for working again. And on our next thing, like getting you rapping on it as well. Do you know what I mean? You know, maybe getting a hook from you or something like that.
Never
That'd be
say
dope.
never.
Should we invite Pekli to our Christmas party?
Huh?
Well, I thought we were going to have a Gangsta Hippies Christmas party.
Yeah, of course he's invited.
Speaking short.
He's already had his invite.
Speaking short.
Angela, you did send it. You did. Yeah, it's already been sent.
I just want to add.
She's out the back. She's had ever such a busy day.
That's why.
But yeah, tell us about your creative process nowadays and fitting it into your daily life because you've got a missus and a job
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
I kind of limited myself to make music only on Friday nights.
Okay.
Sometimes it goes to the Saturday as well. But I used to
Goes
I used to
goes
work-
through to the Saturday.
I used to work
Bucky knows all about
I
that.
used to
Going
work on
through
music
2-3 days at a time.
every single day. Back in the days, I was working intensely on my beats.
Yeah.
But since I'm more, let's say, picky or focus on certain projects, I have to like allocate some time for doing it. It also motivates me. I look forward to Friday every week just to jump on my machine and launch my Logic Pro and lay down some tracks and start creating or working on existing projects.
Yeah.
So because of it's limited, again, it's good, I think, because then nothing else can come into my way. Because even my missus knows, okay, this is your time. You can go to your friend, because I got my friend who's living nearby. He got like a mad collection of speakers. So it's good for sound referencing. So each project I have, I'm catching up with him. We're listening back and forth, saying, oh, okay, I'm making notes, what to improve. So yeah, I think that's how it works. And during the week, I'm working long hours, so I don't have that much time. And in the evening, I'm doing my trainings, my food, and I don't really have time to focus on anything else. So yeah, it's less time for music, but it's more. It's spent more. How to say? Well, I make
More
the most of
efficient.
it. Yeah, make the most of it.
Yeah, you make the most of the shorter time you make.
As a writer, like the other night, I hit a fucking. You know when you hit a. Well, you can't stop writing. I don't know if you have these things, but obviously I write a lot anyway. But even as for me, it's like, oh fuck, here we go. It's one of them nights where I'm gonna write 4 songs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And fucking the other night, and it was like 3, half 3, and I couldn't stop writing. I was like, fuck's sake, I need to just close my brain off. I got work in the morning. I've got to be up in a few hours, and I can't stop writing.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It's a good problem to have, but a bad plight. Do you know what I mean? Fuck's sake. And then when I do lay down and my pad lays next to my bed, do you know what I mean? I'm just thinking, oh fuck, I've got more stuff going. Why did I try and turn off my brain? It's hard.
Yeah, you can't fall asleep if you have the idea in your head rolling, and you just want to leave something before you forget about it.
Now that I'm writing again after having a little break, but no, when I'm writing, do you know what I mean? So that means there's a fucking, there's a pen and pad in my gym bag, there's a pen and pad in my work bag, do you know what I mean? There's a pen and pad in my car. When I'm writing, I just like, I'm writing every day, and there's just bars coming, I just have to write them down, do you know what I mean?
So you're using paper for you?
Oh
writing
man,
papers?
yeah, of course.
You don't use your smartphone?
Nah, bro. I use paper. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
Cool.
I put fucking ink onto fibre
Yeah.
of the paper. Do you know what I mean? I do the shit old school,
Nice.
and I keep
There's
evidence.
something
of it.
about writing. There's like the thinking of the rap and the writing of the rap. There's something about writing it.
Yeah, watch, bro. I'm gonna write a whole album like old school with the fucking what's it called? Dipping the fucking the quill, yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna do some proper shit. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna write some shit like
That'd be
Shakespeare.
saint.
Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna write some proper.
Sacred rhymes.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna look like fucking biblical and old English.
Oh, mate, think of all the paintings you can use for that, mate.
All the
Quill.
paintings. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, bro, it's good that you. Do you know what I mean? Find time to do that anyway. You know, when you don't have that creative outlet in your life, you know you definitely miss that And even if it is, yeah, I'm just having a Friday night, boom, that's my time. You know, you look forward to it. You know, that's your time when you can do your thing, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt.
Because fucking life can get on top of you, boy. And
Certainly can.
do you know what I mean? I respect anyone who's doing any kind of creativity.
Yeah.
You know, that's different to my way of doing it, but we've all got our different outlets and different creativities and
it's
stuff like that.
When you're just creating stuff, whether it's art or music, it is just a sort of rebellion to something that. Do you know what I mean? I'm just doing this. This is what
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? I'm expressing myself in this.
If you could work with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be?
That's a tough question because there is a couple of artists I'd love to work with. But if I have to pick one, oh God, this is difficult, very difficult. Let me think. Let me think.
People keep talking, people.
No, I don't know. I can't pick one person. You know, I can't. I don't know. It's like
All right, let me break it down.
yeah. Give
If
me.
you could have a rapper of your choice lay a verse on one of your beats, who would it be? Like, yeah, so and so hit my fucking beat. You know what I mean?
Method Man.
Method Man.
I think so. Yeah.
Good shout.
I could imagine Method Man on one of your beats cleaning it up.
Absolutely. No
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
As the first, but probably I'll have a list of rappers I would like to work with. But from
Imagine
the
if
top of my
imagine if
dome.
every day you just sent him a beat every day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I still think. I think
Every day, like if one day he might just think, who is this annoying cunt?
Yeah.
You just never know.
But you
No,
see,
I was watching a Timberland thing, and he's like, "Send your tunes in, we'll have a listen to them." Do you know what I mean? People send in.
Shit does happen. If I was
They
a
send in
producer,
some
I'd be
banging
getting,
tunes.
but I would be annoying the shit out of
And
people if I was a producer.
there's one geezer that just keeps popping up just every week when Timberland says it. He's just there with like three
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
R&B bangers.
Yeah.
He's like, and he just it cuts to him on the camera, and he's like, "What do you think about this?"
You gotta respect that, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. He's just like,
yeah,
all
but at the
over.
same time, it's a lot of hustle, and you know how it is. You can send 100 of beats to different person, different
Yeah.
people, and some of them get rejected, and then you will feel, oh yeah, I've spent so much time on it, and now there is nothing coming out. And sometimes there are other people approaching you, and then, well, same like with that track that was meant to be of remix and stuff. Some of this music can be utilized in a better way than trying to reach someone on the top tier artist like, oh
Yeah.
listen to my demo. You know, I don't mind to work with less known people, if you know what I mean. I don't mind work locally and, you know, with some dope artists or emerging artists who you can sit in the same room, you know, have a chat, have a coffee. You know, this is different vibe. And I never reached that high. Of course, I would like to work with famous artists and, you know, get all the profits out of it. But at the same time, I'm super happy and pleased, and even I feel accomplished working with people like you guys. And
Yeah, no,
and
I
you know,
appreciate that as
it's-
an answer. Do you know what I mean? Big up to you.
it's
Is
for
it
the
real?
because it's for the love of the music and not
Yeah,
for the love of
It's a
the
good way
money.
of put. Do you know what I mean?
Fame,
To that question put to you, it's a good answer. The bit, you know, saying you actually get to, when you're in the underground doing what we do for years, you actually get to meet each other and be around each other and live like life as artists. Do you
That's
know
the
what I
real
mean?
reward out of it all.
Yeah, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's an up and down thing full of emotions, and you know,
It's a wild ride.
you know, it's more than just like a hobby and a gift.
Yeah, but
passion
somebody
is
say you need to
just-
be in the right place in the right time.
Yeah,
So sometimes you can get picked or, you know, get noticed, and then everything starts rolling from there.
Yeah.
So as long as you do what you love, I think it's all good.
I think
It's
we're all
alright.
going to be. Do you reckon we're all going to be all right, Bucky, in the end?
How far into the future?
Well, just in general, because I was a bit worried recently, but we might all
You
be
bit
all right.
worried?
Well, just about general, just everyone really, but
Well, I think we can only strive to all be all right, mate. And it's best to think positive.
I like that. Go for a jog if you can, if you ain't
I
got
went
bad
for a run
knees
the other
like
day,
me.
mate. I actually went out for a run.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ran to the shop to get his backy.
Yeah, sort of like that.
In his slippers.
No, I went out at 6 in the morning. Genuinely went for a run.
Did you? Fucking madman, why?
Just 'cause I want to start getting a little bit fitter.
I can't imagine if I'd have just said that. Do you know
Well,
what I
that's
mean?
why I went at
If
6
I,
I went
if
at
I
6 in the
happened to
morning.
just be driving somewhere in the morning.
I went at
drove
6
to
in
work,
the morning in the
and
sky. Do you know what I mean?
Bucky had his Bucky had his fucking gym wear on, boxing, the boxing, shadow boxing down the road.
Yeah, man.
No, but big up to you, bruv, and try and make that a regular
Did
thing.
actually make
innit?
me feel like
Yeah,
proper
yeah. I'm
better.
laughing because that's funny, but big up to you. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking it's hard keeping on top of these things that you know that are good for you, but it's a lot easier to do the things that are bad for you.
Can't
isn't
be
it?
afraid of it, though.
Do you know
can
what
you?
I mean? But yeah, let's do you know what I mean? Let's wrap things up. But we're gonna get you on again soon because we're gonna, with the project and things like that, we'll get on and we'll do another one and stuff like that. But yeah, is there anything else you wanted to quickly plug or anything else like that?
I would like to ask you a question.
Me? Okay.
Yeah. So basically, when you record Victories and Downfalls to the original beat,
Yeah.
how did you find the remix I made with the rock guitars on it? Which version you like more, or how different was my second approach to yours?
The first one is more a bit of me, do you know what I mean? And more what you'd expect from me. That's why you made the beat and give it to me, whatever. But I feel like you just gave it more of a, do you know what I mean? It's like dramatic and cinema now it's turned into a movie, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
What was just me killing another beat is now like, yeah, bam, it's been turned into something else, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I can't even say which one I prefer. One was, yeah, do you know what I mean? And then, like, yeah, it's different, do you know what I mean? To let someone kind of take control and turn something into almost a different genre, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm fine with it, I like doing different things.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah, the flexibility is very important as well when you're an artist, that you can adapt to different scenarios.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And obviously we got Mikey on the hook. Do you know what I mean? Big up to him. He's out of what band again?
Pilot the June.
The what?
Pilot the June.
Pile of the June.
Pilot the June.
Pilot the June. Pilot the June. You heard of them, Bucky?
Nah.
That's probably something that you'd like, to be fair.
Yeah.
Probably.
But big up him, and yeah, without saying too much, you know what I mean? Obviously, we've got our EP coming out, video, everything, do you know what I mean? But are we going to play that song for them?
Yeah,
Are we going to give them a sneaky preview?
Yeah, we can do
What
that.
do you think, Bucky? Bucky,
Let's
big
have
balls.
it, mate. Let's definitely have it.
Yeah, all right then. What do you think, Lee?
Here
There
we
you go.
Shit, ay, ay. I didn't want to do him, but he made me. I was a good kid until I turned crazy. Playing with the angels, blazing till the morning come. Yeah, you're all around, but I ain't even taking none. Shit, she gets high until her face is numb. Yo, get it in and stay patient, son. Fuck Boris Johnson, I'm a goblin, smooth motherfucker. Michael Bolton, shit. Have your girl deep throating, king. Man, I'm still East Coasting. I told them, man, the flows were voting. Poltergeisting, cold and shiesty. Love yourself and know thy enemy. Not everyone around me wants the best for me. Build your legacy, live healthy. Soul food, spread love is the recipe.
From rock bottom to the mountain top, I'll be climbing doggedly, ain't gonna stop. rate them or trust them. I ain't saying I hate them or love them. Trying to act like there's nobody above them. I've been scuffing. Hard work means success. From your runner to your plug, we're all in debt. Be careful who you beef with. I'm psycho when I eat shit. You can look into my pupils and see I mean it. I've been in it. From drug sales to packed jails. Ticks on my tail so I can't leave a trail. I've been to the abyss. I felt the crisis. Ride with lifers. Times I was lifeless. It's hard to be righteous. Killing like ISIS. Hard body vipers. Cold rap snipers. Smoke my pipe. Holy psychic king. I sold B in a hellhole. Some sell a dream and some sell coke.
From the rock bottom to the mountain top, I've been climbing like a crazy, I ain't gonna stop. And every step the words go makes me feel like I already was. Even when I fall down, I'm still a cop. Not afraid to repay with my blood. If you think I move on slow, I go with my flow.
Victories and downfalls. Learn to pray through the downpour. Painful, cause she ain't around no more. Pain and joy, victories and downfalls. Victories and downfalls. Learn to pray through the downpour. Painful, cause she ain't around no more. Pain and joy, victories and downfalls.
Where's the guitar solo? Awesome.
Yeah.
There it is. There's a
That was
taste
nice,
of what's
mate.
to come. Do you know what I mean?
That was nice,
Pekli,
mate.
it's
The
been a
rock
pleasure, bro.
Yeah.
And we'll have you on there again soon. All the
Big
best.
up.
And
Thank you.
keep doing the things that are keeping you happy and healthy. The yoga and all of that good stuff, making the
Will
beats.
do.
I'd love to hear a project from you and Bucky at some point. That would be dope. Do you know what I mean?
We had a word before this interview.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Some point I could imagine that. Do you know what I mean? Definitely some pipe work in action.
Getting busy. Gas
Yeah,
works.
yeah. Definitely. But yeah, big up to you, bro.
Yeah.
And we'll have you on again soon. Enough love. Peace.
Thank you.
Peace.
Gangsta Hippy Podcast.